Hello student, welcome to my new video. Now we are starting that chapter from survival, growth and development, next part. That we have stopped the first day in different dimensions of development. Now I have got some calls about that to discuss it, elaborate the things of different dimensions of development. So now I am again elaborating this. What do you mean by physical? Physical means the growth of a child in their size, height, weight. This all we say in the physical. That is size, height, weight. These are the physical changes that a child after growth acquires. So we say it is physical change in appearance and by look. This is physical. Next was motor. What this motor development? In this it deals with control and coordination. Control and coordination of body movement. Due to maturation, matured of muscles and nerves. This is motor, which controls and coordinate the movement after the muscles and nerves are matured. So that is the motor development. It can be of two types. So I am rubbing this side. Motor, it can be of two types. Gross and fine. What is gross? In this it means that are the muscles which are the large body parts. So large body parts, it says about that thighs, legs, arms, shoulders, this all comes under gross motor. So in this, after the child develops this, he starts its movement. So we tells it comes under motor gross development. And again that is under fine, that is fine motor. In this it comes the part of the wrist muscles, and this fingertips, all this. It comes under fine motor, wrist, fingers, toes. This all comes under fine motors. What does our wrist and this fingers do? This helps in writing. What I am doing this, it helps of wrist and fingers. Switch the board, switching the lights on and off, making paper to move from this. This all comes under the fine motors, that is wrist, finger and the muscles that is developed in this. So we are telling that motor has been divided in two parts, that is gross and fine motors. So these are the two parts. Now we come under cognitive. Cognitive means thinking capacity. So I am rubbing this part. cognitive. Thus, thinking. The child starts thinking from its after the birth. When it's developed, the mental growth starts, and it starts about the thinking the items what he is seeing and looking after. Change, we can say, the change in mental structure and understanding of experience. That when a child look over the object, that is when a child look over the object, he thinks for some time and he forget, but after some age he remembers his things and start looking after that thing which he used to play, or which the things he used to use, and which the things he liked the most. That comes again under cognitive. Again, there is next sensory. Sensory itself means it deals with the memory, the sense. It refers to the capacity of sight, sound, touch, smell, taste. In this we can say that a newborn baby, whenever you have looked after him, he is used to see the object in front of him by his eyes blinking, and the most appropriate the child recognize the things is up to 8 inches. Up to 8 inches a child can recognize the things at when he is born baby. After that, when he start to usually grow, as he grows he start looking at the further object and recognize that. Then we can say that his sensory development is there in a child. Again it comes language. Language, it differs from the place to place. One used to express his things in his mother tongue. Mother tongue, that is mother language, a person can express his thing most likely and most precisely through his mother tongue, the language. But a person has different language in different places. One had to adopt if he used to be at that place and he used to hear that language again and again. So the language becomes a very unique thing to communicate with one another. Without it, it becomes very difficult. For example, if a person from north goes to south, he is very unable, he is not able to survive there without the language, because of that their language is Malayali or Kannada and other languages. So one have to adopt. If he is going to live there, he has to learn and know about their language to express his things and his emotions in that. So language plays an important role in everyone's life, and it develops from home only. Again, it is social. Social, what it itself defines that the person has to be the according to the society, has to adopt their languages, has to adopt their feeling according to the society. So we can say it is social, emotional. Everyone has different emotions. One have to adopt according to their surroundings, according to their nature, according to their need. So it verifies the emotions and it combines. Emotions is a combination of cognitive, native, physical and emotional development. So emotional development can also be told that it is a combination. It changes and it changes according to the age, because in early age it differs when it becomes the age he adopts the age of teenagers, and again when he start coming in the professional life, and again when they changes to the older ages it differs. Again, personal refers to the standard at which he adopt himself. Someone, according to the society, the personality differs. So it becomes personal. It refers to the skills, abilities, behavior, etc. So it's there, everyone has its own personal and emotions, skills, abilities, behavior. So we can say is personal development, and it differs to person. So we are closing this different dimensions of development. Now we will going to know about relation between growth and health. Growth and health. So growth and health, it is correlated. As the child is born, its growth depends upon health. So what the nourishment they are given, we can see any person which have a definite growth, we can't say that he is a healthy person, because he can have any other physical or any other medical defect. So what we say, to have a proper growth and a healthy person, first they should have the mother's breast milk. Second, they should have safe, hygienic environment. Third, proper health care. Proper health care means they should be having, according to the doctors, they should keep their child and have their proper healthy nourishments. While this, the mother should not have, the fourth point we can say that mother should not have the habit of drinking and smoking. Fourth point we can say the mother should not have smoking and drinking habit. This also affect the condition of a child. And fifth, it should have stimulated environment. Related environment. Stimulated environment means the condition in which the baby or child have the proper growth. We can say that it has the best environment for the growth of a healthy child. This I am showing through a graph which will make you easier to understand how the child grows in the ages. (2.5 years), 5 years, 7.5 year, 10 year. This is weight 2 kg, 4 kg, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on. In this what we find that at the age of 5 the child has almost the similar growth, but after the age of 5 the child growth has different seen in different conditions. That is, it becomes stiff. That means that the child growth has been stopped or has been growth has been detained because of their nourishment. Poor fooding, poor medical treatments. This generally happens in slum areas for the poor peoples who can't give the proper nourishment to the child. So, and again it stiffers, means goes down. Why? Because of the poor health and poor nourishment. It happens again, it goes down. The graph, the healthy person, because up to 5 we can see that it can be maintained, can go further if we have the proper diet, that is nourished food according to their doctors. They can have a straight line, means that development is there. So you can understand the growth and healthy person development according to the year and weight. This can make you simplify the relations of growth of the healthier and the people who doesn't get the proper nourishment. This can be stated in this way. So now we can go for the next topic, that is stages of development. What do you recognize by stages of development? Stages means different ages stages of development. Means it differs in different stages. Infant, then when he starts to walk, and then when he start to go to the school, and then to the colleges, and then to his profession, and then to his later stages. So different stages of development. It can be different in different, means the child can have different growth in respect to the when he will become a teenage, from infant to the older stage. So it can be different for different childs because he acquires a different mode of living and different styles of living. So different infants have different types of growth. Up to the age of 5, which we have taught you earlier, it is almost the same. It differs after that according to the nourishment, according to their behavior, according to their atmosphere, what the child adopt and what the child are given. So that the different stages of development can be seen from childhood to the older stage. And this helps to assess this growth, and the development helps to assess their abilities. One says that the child abilities can be seen and can be looked after when he is going to the school and colleges. It can be mentioned. So this development of different stages makes one feel that what the child will be doing. He is going to become a teacher, a IPS, or a player. It differs according to the different ages. The classification of human lifespan. Under this classification, of human lifespan. Infancy, that is birth to 2 year. Then early childhood, that is 2 to 6 year. Middle childhood, 6 to 11 year. Adolescence, that 11 to 18 year. And adulthood, that is 18 year and above. That are the classification of human lifespan. Accordingly, we can say what the child adopt and what the stages of development in the child. We can find it from different age groups, and accordingly it has been divided. So we can say that the early, which is the birth, we can say it refers to neonates. Neonates means neonat. Neonat means newborn baby. Newborn baby is called as neonats. Neonats is the first month of the life, the baby which has the first month of the life. In this we can find the reflexes of the baby. We can find the reflexes of the baby, what he is looking after, what he is seeing after. When you will see, you find that the baby blinks his eyes, see the persons around him, and the most effective baby can perfectly recognize a person around 8 inches. At this, the baby can see a person or can recognize by blinking his eyes up to 8 inches. Gradually, after his growth, he can look after the further things according to his growth. That is, his sensory abilities develops after his reflexes, his movement of legs, and the development of his whole body occurs. That is, we can say, the stages of development. Now the next topic is development across stages. Development across stages. It means, I will discuss this in the next class further. I can only say that in this there are different age groups. We are especially saying that at what age a man has or a woman has, what height. So accordingly we can say the nourishment and the development and the growth at different stages of their life. So we will discuss this in next day, next topic. Thank you.